Show in the kitchen with Chef Paul Apana, my good buddy from the Village Tavern. I haven't seen him in 3 months, and I'm so glad you're back making some seared ahi tuna because it's one of my all-time faves.
Oh,
good to see you again.
It's great to see you. Welcome back. Welcome
Thank
back.
you.
Well, now that you said that, so now I can't be Dorothy and I can't be Lady Gaga until you decide, so I can be the other one.
So you can be the other one.
I'm just going to wait. So try to decide rather quickly.
Exactly.
You know, it is a great dish. It's a very healthy dish. It has such a variety of flavors, and that's what I really like. And this particular one has some cold stuff like arugula, fresh arugula. It has a hot sauce. It has red wine and just a little bit of anchovies. And for those of you who don't like anchovies out there, don't be turned off by that.
Well, it's just a little bit of salt, right?
Right, that's exactly it. I don't particularly care for anchovies, but I love the sauce. And then it's also topped with another cold mixture that has fresh oregano, shallots, and capers.
Love shallots.
Oh, it's awesome. It's really easy to make, and especially the wine part, which, you can never go wrong with wine.
Well, how do we get started on this one?
Start is really quite easy. You're going to take a little bit of capers, and you're going to make this mix first, since this is the cold one. Okay. About a quarter cup of capers. You're going to mince some shallots. Now, on the recipe, it says a small shallot. A small shallot really is about the size of just a little bit bigger than a quarter.
Really?
So, yes.
I mean, I'm thinking a small shallot. I mean, we've all been to the grocery store. I mean, there's some that are about, I don't know,
very
big.
large. Yes. So
that's large, huh?
You know, if you're going to use one of those, maybe about 3/4 of that, a little bit closer to half.
That's good to know.
You mix that up, and oregano. Now, the one thing I do want to remind everyone: fresh herbs. When you're going to put the oregano in, cut it right before you actually put it in there.
Enhances the flavor, huh?
It does. Oh, you haven't missed a beat since you've been gone. That's awesome.
That's because I've been eating my way for the last 3 months.
But you're going to mix that together, and this is the mixture that's going to go on top of the ahi tuna itself. Now, a couple things with this. The recipe also says add some salt to everything to taste. The first thing I would do with recipes is put as little or none at first.
And then
because if you put too much, you're not going to be able to come back.
Yeah.
And a couple things we're going to cook with a nice dry red wine. Really quick, there are different types of red wines, obviously. Dry red wine, for the viewers out there, represents really wines that don't have as much sugar, that lack that sweetness. Great red wines are, Merlots it's a great red wine, especially with like ahi tuna. The flavor profiles are fantastic.
To cook with and to drink?
To cook with and to drink, yes.
Okay.
And also Cabernets, Zinfandels, great red wines. The tuna that we're using is ahi tuna. If you go out to the store and get some, there is some education about ahi tuna. There are different grades. If you've heard of that grade, there's a grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, grade 4.
I've heard of them in relation to sushi.
Yes, exactly so. And grade 1 sushi really represents the highest quality tuna that you can get, usually in the high-end sushi restaurants, mostly in Japan. That's where they really get the high-end stuff. Grade 2 is where high-end restaurants use it. Some sushi places, but mostly for anything that just be maybe lightly seared.
So what grade are we asking for?
You want to go at least with a grade 2.
Grade 2.
Grade 3 is a good one.
Like 1 is better?
1 is number 1. Okay. Number 2. Number 1, you can just grab off, just cut a piece off, and just throw it in your mouth.
Oh, that makes my mouth water a little bit.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? So, but we're going to make the sauce a little bit later on. We're going to make the tuna. Show you how to do that. It's going to look fantastic, and it's going to be an excellent dish.
Well, when you talked about the drier the red wine, the less sugar, and the better for this particular dish, would the same hold true for the white wines? The drier the white wine, the better for cooking.
It really goes with how sweet the grapes are when they make it. If there's a lot of sugar in the grapes initially, then you're going to get those sweeter wines. If you don't have one, then what happens, fermentation actually eats up all the sugar in the wine, and that's how you get your dry wine.
Does it have to be a pricey bottle if you're going to cook with it, or will it still have the same properties?
It doesn't have to be pricey, but it does have to be something you're willing to drink also.
Okay, so don't slum it completely.
Don't get those little things, those little things in there, because I will find you, and I will take that out of your kitchen, and I won't allow you to use that. I promise you.
And somebody at home is going, but the $2 wine is fine for me. It's totally fine.
If you see someone outside your window, that's probably me.
The $2 chuck is good, Andy.
It is. $3 wine, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I mean, it won awards. It's been a while, but the $2 chuck from Trader Joe's.
Oh, you can never go wrong with Trader Joe's one.
It's like $3.
$3?
Does it get your stamp of approval for cooking?
It does. I'll buy that for $3.
All right, so you get your favorite Merlot. Yep. You cook with it.
Exactly.
And
what we're going
to
do? Exactly. We're going to pan sear the tuna. We're going to make sauce, throw it together, impress all your friends.
I am so glad to be back in the kitchen with you.
Me too.